Have you ever felt that quiet ache, the kind that settles deep in your chest when the world feels too loud or too silent? It's a feeling that can come unexpectedly, sometimes in the middle of a busy day, or in the stillness of the night when you're left alone with your thoughts. It's as if the world keeps spinning but you're standing still, caught in a moment that feels both heavy and endless. It's the feeling of being alone in a crowded room, or the weight of a worry that follows you from sunrise to sunset. You might find yourself surrounded by laughter and conversation, yet feel invisible, as if your heart is carrying a secret burden no one else can see or understand. We all have moments when our smiles feel heavy and our steps slow. Sometimes we put on a brave face for the world, hiding our struggles behind polite words and practiced grins, hoping no one notices the storm inside. Behind every pair of eyes is a story, and within many stories are chapters of pain. Each person you pass by is carrying memories, regrets, and silent battles that shape who they are, even if those struggles remain unspoken. The human heart is fragile, bruised by harsh words or worn down by disappointment. Sometimes it feels as if every setback leaves a mark, and every loss carves a new line into the story of who we are. But brokenness is not weakness. It means we've lived, loved, and dared to hope. Every crack is a sign of courage, a reminder that we have risked our hearts and reached for something more, even when it hurt. Even in the deepest valley, there is a gentle light that seeks you out. Hope can find its way through the smallest opening, bringing warmth and comfort when you least expect it. There is a God who sees your pain, hears your cry, and specializes in mending what's been broken. You are never truly alone, for there is always a presence reaching out to heal, restore, and bring peace to your heavy heart. In the book of Psalms, we find a promise. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. These words aren't just comfort, they're a declaration of God's character. He heals the pain no one else can see, mending the fractured pieces of our inner world. He binds up our wounds, tending to the visible scars of our struggles with gentle care. God is not distant. He draws near when we hurt the most. He is the great physician, unafraid of our mess and drawn to our need. This promise is an invitation. Bring your broken pieces to Him. Trust that He has the power and desire to make you whole. Heartbreak wears many faces: loss, loneliness, failure, regret. For some, it's the sudden pain of goodbye. For others, it's the slow erosion of hope. Sometimes it's the sting of rejection, or the weight of our own mistakes. These wounds can leave us feeling empty, questioning our worth, or building walls to protect ourselves. Yet in every story of pain, the promise remains. God sees, understands, and cares. The ache is real, but so is the hope. Psalm 147:3 isn't just comfort, it's a lifeline. In our most personal moments of pain, God's healing is for us. How does God heal? He begins with His presence, simply being with us in our sorrow. In the quiet moments when words fail, His nearness is a gentle comfort, a steadying hand when we feel most fragile. Sometimes it's not about answers, but about knowing we are seen and understood in our pain. He doesn't offer quick fixes, but sits beside us, bringing quiet reassurance. You are not alone. His presence is patient, never rushed, allowing us to grieve and heal at our own pace. In the silence, He listens, and in our tears, He draws near. Through His word, we see stories of broken people restored by His love. Each page reminds us that healing is possible, that even the deepest wounds can be touched by grace. The Bible is filled with testimonies of hope rising from despair. Sometimes He sends comfort through others, a friend's call, a stranger's kindness, a family member's embrace. These moments of connection are God's way of reaching us, reminding us that we are part of a greater story, woven together by compassion. These are not coincidences, but reminders that we are loved and never forgotten. Every gesture, no matter how small, is a thread in the tapestry of healing, showing us that love is always near. God gives us new perspective, turning scars into symbols of His faithfulness. What once brought pain can now inspire gratitude, as we see how far we've come and how deeply we are cared for. He redeems our pain, building compassion and strength within us. Our struggles become the foundation for empathy, allowing us to support others in their journey toward healing. The chapter of pain is not the final chapter. There is always a new beginning, a sunrise after the longest night, and hope waiting just beyond what we can see. God is still writing a story of hope and redemption for your life. Even now, His gentle hands are shaping a future filled with promise, healing, and love. If your heart is heavy today, know this: your pain is not the end of your story. Even in the darkest moments when hope feels distant and your spirit is weary, remember that you are not forgotten. There is a gentle strength within you, and a love that surrounds you, even when you cannot see it. The God who knows every star and every tear sees you, loves you, and calls you by name. He understands the silent struggles and the quiet prayers you whisper in the night. You are precious to Him, and He is closer than you think. The promise of Psalm 147:3 is for you, right now. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. This promise is not just for the strong, but for anyone who feels weak or lost. You don't have to be strong or have it all together. Come as you are. Bring your burdens, your doubts, and your fears. There is grace for every part of your journey. Jesus understands suffering. He endured heartbreak so you could be made whole. His compassion reaches into every corner of your pain, offering comfort and hope that never fades. Take a small step, whisper a prayer, open your Bible, reach out to someone who cares. Even the smallest act of faith can open the door to healing and new beginnings. Healing is a journey. Be patient and gentle with yourself. Each day is a new opportunity to grow, to rest, and to trust that better days are ahead. Hold on to hope. God is in the business of restoration, turning mourning into dancing. He delights in bringing light to the darkest places and joy to the weary heart. You are not alone. The healer is with you, walking beside you every step of the way, and His work in your life is always good.